Welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday video. Today we're going to continue looking at Google Slides, and in particular we're going to look at Google Slides using our Chromebook or a laptop, and we're going to look at how we can mess with the font. And so here I have a slide open, and I've got my title in there. I've put it in there. Now you can adjust the font very easily. Notice when I click on the font itself or the text itself, my cursor appears. Now, if I go and change any of the font settings right here, nothing's going to happen because nothing's highlighted. So if I wanted to change just this particular word, I would need to highlight just that word, and then I can go up here and I can change the font type. I could also change the font size. I could also change the font color. I can make it italicized or bolded. I can underline it. So I have that ability if I've highlighted the font. Okay, but that can be kind of tedious when it comes to changing the font. So I'm going to show you a little bit quicker way to do it. Now notice I click in there and my cursor has appeared. Rather than highlighting all of this text, what I can do is I can come up here and put my cursor on the edge of my text box, and I can click. And now my cursor is not here, but the outline of my text box is still there. Now when I go up and I change my font type, it changes the entire or every single letter word that's inside that text box. And I can come up here and I can change the font size. I can again change the font color, and it's going to apply it to all of them without me having to highlight every individual word. So I can do the same thing here. I clicked on this text box. Notice the cursor's not there. So now I can come up here and I could change the text color very easily. I could change the size of the text very easily. I can change the type. So that's how you can change text really easily. Now, as far as another cool thing that you can do on the online version is you have the ability to insert what's called word art. So if you go up to the insert menu and select word art, this little box is going to appear, and you simply type in what you want the title, what words you want to appear. Notice what the directions are below this. It says use enter to save it. And so if I hit enter, it's going to automatically put it on my slide. There it is. Okay. To get back into that, I'm going to double click and I'm back into it. Now, if I want this to be all on one line, I can spell author. There we go. If I want this to be all on one line, I can leave it just like that, tap enter, and now it's all on one line. But if I wanted that to be on two lines, I'm going to double click on that to go back into there. And I'm going to put my cursor right in front of, or right after the word title. And now I'm going to hold my shift key down and press enter. And that's going to let that go to multiple lines. And I'm actually going to do that again for author. I'm going to hold my shift key down and enter, and it goes down there. And now I'm going to tap on just enter. And now it's going to be that full-fledged. Each of them is going to be on a separate line. Now this is kind of like an image. I can resize this simply by clicking on the little blue squares in the corners to kind of resize some things. You also have the ability to change or edit some of the way it looks by coming up here. You're going to do this a little differently than you would if you were just editing a text inside text boxes. For example, you have to use the fill color to look at what color the inside of the letters are going to be. And you have to use the line or the border color to decide what the color of the outline of the letters are going to be. And so I'm going to click on, unfortunately, this is sort of an all or nothing sort of things. So I'm going to come up here and hit fill color, and I'm going to change it. Maybe I'll make the words themselves yellow. You can see now they're filled with yellow. And if I come over here and check border color, maybe want the border color to be this green, I can put that, and there's that green. I can also change the weight of the border, make it a little bit bigger. I can also change the border type if I want to be dotted, for example. You can do that as well. But that's how you can change that. Now, if you want to change the font type, you can come up here, and just like you did with the other ones, I can change it just by selecting it, and it's going to change that font type. You can bold it if you want to. You can italicize it if you want to. But this is where you're going to be changing your color. And so using that word art just gives you a little bit more freedom to be moving some items around, or to put your font in a little different formatting than you would by just using a text box. If you have any other questions about how you can use Google Slides, how you would mess with the font and whatnot, please let me know.